part of life in Finland for over 2,000 years. Saunas help you find peace, reduce stress, improve circulation, and even detoxify your body. Go on, Rob. Now bring this Finnish tradition to your home. Floor Pools has the perfect sauna for you. From compact models to luxurious retreats, choose from traditional, infrared, or hybrid models. Specially priced starting as low as $73 a month at Floor Pools in Chambersburg, Hagerstown, and Martinsburg. Floor Pools' intrepid, web-footed field reporter will bring you future sauna updates right here on the All Quackness channel. Until then, remember, relaxation is just a sauna away.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Cody's Auto Body, The Palace Lounge, CMA Honda, the Berkeley County Health Department, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, CMA Chrysler Dodge, WVU East, the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, RAI Properties, Parsons Ford, Rocks, Gary Kelly Allstate, and Panhandle Dumpsters.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good evening and welcome to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse, where tonight we'll know who heads to Charleston for the state tournament, as it's the 4A Region 2 co-championship game between Washington and Martinsburg here on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Dylan Bishop. John Alderton is our on-site producer. Camera crew tonight is Alec Epperson and Kyler High. Back in the studio is Nick Verzolini. Pre-game shows brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. Dylan, on paper, it looks like we should have a great matchup here tonight between these two. They split in the regular season. They're the 2 and 3 seeds in the region, and it's really tough to figure out anything on either side that's going to be a major difference to where you could easily pick a winner or a loser.
Right. It's a fascinating matchup in that way, where there's a lot of different factors, including the fact that Washington has not played their best basketball in recent weeks. Maybe some of that is injuries. You know that Chris Dolman has been out for portions of the season, didn't play in this game in the regular season between these two when they played here. And yet, despite missing Dolman and George Welty, Washington came in here and won by double digits. And go to their first matchup at Washington. Martinsburg wins that one in overtime after blowing, I believe it was an 8-point lead late in the game. They end up recovering and win in the extra period. And yeah, throw it in that, Martinsburg has been a little up and down, especially as the season has gone on. It feels like they've had to rely more and more on Keyshawn Cheek to do the majority of the scoring. For Washington, can they get things together here in this big-time matchup when it counts most? Who's going to be playing their best? And the late portion of the season, maybe call it the second half of the season, neither of these teams have been playing their best, for that entire half. So, we'll see. Will it be about who has the best player? Will it be about who has the best depth? We'll see.
If Martinsburg gets the win, they'll be back to the state tournament for the first time since the 2021 COVID season that started back in March and went into May. If Washington is to win tonight, their last trip to states was 2014, and that has been the only trip to Charleston for this program. We'll step aside and take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have our coaches' interviews. You're tuned into West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Back in 2.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department.
Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, hope to see you at the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show on March 29th and 30th in the Martinsburg Roundhouse to learn about what they provide whenever a loved one has passed away. Their booth number is FS53, which is located just outside the silent auction. Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations is the trusted name in funeral services in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown Ranson. They're proudly serving the area since 1880 and are proud to be a part of the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show.
His team walk out of the locker room now. We'll get our coaches' interviews brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons.
First joined by Washington head coach Ryan Miller. Coach Miller, last time around you guys had a very close game against Musselman to advance to this one. What did you like from your team in that game on Friday?
Well, first off, credit to them. They came out with a great game plan. They started about as hot as you could possibly get. I think they hit 5 threes in the first half. I thought we were really resilient. We didn't let the moment be too big for us, which we have a pretty young team, guys who haven't been here before, and so I was really proud of that. They didn't get rattled in it. They just stuck with the game plan and fought till the very end, and we were able to take control there for a little bit and then not give it back up, which I think is a testament to the progress we made as a program, because I'm not sure that's a game that we would have won maybe even earlier in the season or definitely this time last year. So the progress we made, I'm super proud of.
And now you advance, getting to play in a Region Co-Championship tonight on the road against Martinsburg. You guys split the regular season. In those games, what do you kind of remember and what do you feel like went well for your team, and what are some things that you need to stop against Martinsburg?
Yeah, I mean, first things first, they got a guy averaging 20 couple points, and so you're not going to stop him. I think that's one of the misconceptions when people outside of the game talk, well, you got to stop this guy. You can't stop him. But you can make his life as difficult as possible, and that's all you can do with a really good scorer. So that's first and foremost. And then they got a couple guys who hit shots well from the outside. You have to identify them, get hands up. And then, as always in Martinsburg, you got to be able to handle their pressure. You know what you're going to get. They're going to pressure you. They're going to get up. And if you limit the live ball turnovers, which I think we did a great job of when we played here about a month or so ago, 2 months ago, whatever it was, I think if we do that, then we'll have a chance to win the game in the end.
If you guys get that win, it'd be the second time in school history you guys advanced to stage. Last time was 2014, that great season for Washington. How special of a moment would that be for your program, and how do you kind of emphasize that to your team without adding more nerves to already big implications?
Yeah, so I'm not one of those coaches that looks at my team and go, this is just another game. Truth be told, it's not. It's your season on the line, win or go home. Playoffs add a little bit more adrenaline. At the same time, though, the three-point line's still 19 feet, 9 inches. The basket's still 10 feet. Free throw line's 15 feet. And so it is just another game in that aspect. And we just have to go out and do what we've done all year long. If we can be the best version of ourselves, then I think we have a good shot against anybody, and that's all I can ask for.
What's that message in the locker room for your team here tonight before you take the court?
Yeah, so I've been in this moment. I got to be this at a high school player. Coach Ashton Felter, same way. First thing I'm going to tell them is enjoy the moment. When you run out here, the energy is a little bit different. There's a bounce in your step. That's first things first, man. Like at the end of the day, the ball stops bouncing for everybody eventually. And so you have to cherish the moments you get. So for each of our seniors sitting in the locker room, this should be special tonight. And then for the underclassmen, my message is going to be you better give it your all for those seniors. They deserve it. They've made our program what it is today, or helped make our program what it is today. And so we just got to go out and give max effort for 32 minutes.
Anything else, Coach?
No, I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Best of luck. Now joined by Dave Rogers, head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Coach Rogers, your team has had some time off here to prepare for the Region Co-Championship. What did you like from your team during the time off in practice?
I like their hard work. I like their effort. I like their attitude. We went at it every day, talking on defense. We got to be very much up-tempo. And just kind of going back and refreshing everything we've done all year. Some we've done well, some of it we haven't. So, the bottom line is you got to come out ready tonight, ready to play.
Looks like Coach Marcellus Basie also back here within the team as well. Saw him walking around before the game, see him down here hanging out with the team once again. I guess how's that feeling knowing that he's now back and getting better?
Well, he's a great guy, and he's a great asset to our program, and he's not sitting on the bench. He's not to that point yet, but he has come down. He always good relationship with the players and good positive attitudes and just everything he does is, he was a winner as a player and he's a winner as a coach, and those are the type of people you want around your program.
Tonight you guys get to host Washington, a team that you split with in the regular season. What do you feel like it'll come down to here tonight this time around?
Well, I think we have to do a great job of playing defense, and we have to do a great job of playing 94 feet of basketball. You have to guard their shooters. They got a couple guys that can put the ball in the hole, and so you have to be careful where they are, when to help, when not to help, when to switch, when not to switch. So we've got our work cut out for us. We know they're a pretty good basketball team, but so are we. So we need to prove it.
What's that final message going to be for your team before they take the floor here this evening?
Hey, play, have fun, winner. You win, you're able to go on. You can move on to the next round. You don't. You got to pack it away and wait for next year. And we've got 7 seniors, so we hope our seniors really take charge tonight and do what they need to do. And if they go play hard, they'll be fine. It's a good group. I like to be with them another couple weeks and be able to make that trip down south. It's been a while since we've been there. Last year we thought we had a shot at getting there, and we didn't do a very good job. So hopefully tonight we'll get the job done.
Anything else, Coach Roger?
Nope. Have a great time.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Best of luck.
That was our coaches' interviews. They are currently introducing both teams' reserve players and then the starting players as well. So let's get our keys to the game brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. Quickly, Dylan, keys to the game.
For Washington, I think the key is going to be the turnovers. Coach Miller kind of talked about it there. If they can prevent Martinsburg from getting that easy transition offense that is affected by pressure there, then I think they can do well here. And for Martinsburg, it's about the secondary scorers. We know Keyshawn Cheek can score the ball, but who else is going to come up and put those points up for the Bulldogs?
All right, let's now get tonight's starting 5, brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for home in the tri-state area, call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-250-3551 or visit them online at www.modernrealtyresults.com. First for the visiting Washington Patriots, who are coached by Ryan Miller, coming in with a 13-8 record, third here in 4A Region 2. Starting for the Patriots is number 1, a 5'11" junior point guard, Chris Dolman, followed by a 6'3" sophomore guard, number 3, Josiah King. Also starting for Washington, a 6'5" junior forward, number 11, Chet Gore. 6'1" senior forward, number 13, Keon Proctor. Rounding out the 5 for Washington, a 6'6" senior forward, number 22, Michael Thompson. As for the home side, the Martinsburg Bulldogs, number 2 in the region, coached by Dave Rogers with a record of 11-7 on the year. It is a 6'4" senior guard, number 0, Kyrie Bunny. A 6'7" senior center, number 1, Zion Ajamandua. 6' senior guard, number 2, Keyshawn Cheek. A 6'2" senior forward, number 4, Garrett Height. And lastly, for Martinsburg, a 6'5" senior forward, number 5, Anthony Owuna. That is your starting 5 for both Washington and Martinsburg. As the winner will head to Charleston to be one of the 2 representatives for Region 2 in Class 4A. Other side of the region, the other co-championship tonight is the Spring Mills Cardinals hosting the Jefferson Cougars. We'll step aside, take one last 2-minute break. On the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll have opening tip here at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
We welcome you back. Pre-game festivities have concluded. It's now time for opening tip here at the Fieldhouse, brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rock's. Before we begin, want to give a special shout-out to Jace Anger, the oldest of 4 grandsons of our on-site producer, John Alderton. Happy birthday, Jace. He is 11 years old today, tuning into the game with the family.
Happy birthday.
Both teams out on the floor now. Washington in the away red uniforms, Martinsburg in the home white uniforms. Everybody making sure their jerseys are tucked in, getting into positioning. The officials making sure we're all good to go. It looks like it'll be Thompson jumping for Washington against Ajamandua, and Martinsburg wins the tip, gets it to Owuna. He has the ball tipped away, but Zion gets it and gives it to Bunny. Martinsburg starts with possession. Cheek kicking it out to Height. Height drives into the paint, dumps it underneath for Awuna. High shot, no good. Rebounded by Thompson. He nearly has it stolen by Awuna, but is able to give it up for King. It's Washington's King. Bounce passes it across to Thompson at the top of the key.
Not a lot of teams can match up with the length down low of Martinsburg, but with Thompson and Chet Gore out here, Washington kind of can. We'll see if that works out for them and bodes well for them.
Proctor bounce passing it to Dolman, who swings it around to King at the right wing, guarded by Ajmandua. He drives into the lane, gets triple teamed, so he dribbles it out to the elbow before passing behind him for Dolman, who gives it to Proctor, who takes an open three, but it's short. Offensive rebound by Thompson. He can't fully grasp it, so it rolls off his leg out of bounds. Turnover. Martinsburg gets the ball a minute into this first quarter, still scoreless.
A lot of movement on that set from Washington. They're really trying to make the Martinsburg defense tire out if they can.
My apologies. They say that went out against Martinsburg, as Washington, though, can't handle the inbound pass, so the turnover by Gore gives the ball to Martinsburg this time around.
You just saw into the future, Colin. That's all.
Cheek brings it across the timeline for the Bulldogs. Picks up his dribble, passes it to Ajmandua at the wing on the right side. He'll pass to Height. Height pump fakes, drives into the paint on the left side, fakes again, and gets tied up with Proctor. Possession arrow gives it to Washington on the jump ball.
Martinsburg's going to need possessions like that to go their way. They can't just rely on Keyshawn Cheek. They're going to need Height. They're going to need Bunny, especially to be able to get things going from the outside.
King trying to break the full court press, passing it to Proctor. Back to King now as he breaks midcourt. King drives the middle, kicking it out into that left corner. Gore drives the baseline after catching the pass, gives it back to King, who takes the left wing three, and he knocks it down, giving Washington the 3-0 lead.
King's very familiar with this building, so he might not feel too uncomfortable.
Bunny for Cheek at the left wing now. He just touched on Dillon. King transferred to Washington. Former Bulldog, trying to defeat his team to head to states. Former team, that is. Ajmandua bounce passes to Cheek, who drives in the right baseline, sees Awuna at the left block, gives it to him, and Awuna gets the first 2 points for Martinsburg. So Washington now leads 3-2.
I like what I'm seeing from the offense of Martinsburg. It just didn't quite work out in the first couple of possessions. I like that ball movement.
Gore left corner three, too strong, no good. Rebounded by Cheek. So Washington tried to get it in transition. Cheek in transition takes a three. That's too strong. Bunny almost gets the rebound, but it's tipped, and now Proctor the other way off a great pass, but his layup short. Bunny looks down the floor as Ajmandua. He takes it on the 1v2, kicking it out to Bunny now. A reset does the Bulldogs as Bunny tries to drive in. Passes it for Awuna. He can't get it. It goes out of bounds. Martinsburg gets the ball.
Getting a little sloppy. And the nerves are up at the beginning of a game as big as this. We just need to calm down. We don't need to make cross-court passes where they're not wide open.
For Martinsburg, it's been 10 days off since that season finale against Morgantown, as Height pulls up for three. Short off the front of the rim. Awuna tries to tip it out for an offensive rebound, but it goes to the hands of King of Washington. King on the opposite end passes to Dolman, who thinks about the three, but instead passes for Proctor and gets a screen by Dolman. Dish it down low for Thompson. Thompson will throw overhead out to King, who resets the offense. King gets by Ajmandua, puts up a floater. It misses everything. Great boxing out by Cheek as Thompson was trying to save it on the baseline, but he couldn't get past Cheek to get a hand on it as the ball bounces out. Martinsburg gets it.
Shot selection is really going to be key, I think, especially for Martinsburg. Their offensive struggle is outside of just one player. That's a luxury that no shot clock affords you, is that you can really take your time and pick your spots on offense.
Bunny drives the right side. Fadeaway jumper, short, rebounded by Washington. Dolman trying to avoid being trapped in the backcourt. Slings the pass across the floor to King. Sees Gore driving in. His shot no good, but he'll be fouled, so that'll send him to the free throw line for 2 shots as Zion Stanley, who checked into the game during that last break, picks up his first foul, team first.
We've seen Martinsburg, as the season has gone on, really rely a lot more on their bench just in terms of pure minutes compared to the beginning of the season. They found a couple, handful of guys that they can rely on to give them hustle, defense, rebounding. Zion Stanley is one of them for sure. Braden Harrison, well, we'll see him at some point. And they'll throw in Thompson and Durding and Myers as well. At the beginning of the season, we didn't see a whole lot of that.
Goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line, making it Washington 5, Martinsburg 2. Bunny to Ajmandua. Gives it to Stanley at the right wing. Stanley begins his dribble. Only does 1, though, before bounce passing it for Bunny. Bunny, top of the arc, picks up his dribble, back towards the basket. Cheek runs over to help him out. Give it up for Cheek. Cheek attacks, kicking it out to Stanley. Left corner 3, way off the money. Rebounded by Thompson. It's Washington trying to go back the other way, but first they have to weave through with the passing to break the press, which eventually backs off once King has it at midcourt. The pass to Bordley, who checked in the last dead ball. Bordley drives in, gets past Awuna. Layup, though, too strong off the backboard. And now it's Cheek trying to go coast to coast. Cheek gives it to Awuna. Long 2 from the left corner is up and good. Awuna's got all 4 points now for Martinsburg, and it's a 1-point game again at 5-4.
And Martinsburg's been trying to not focus on Cheek here early on. Maybe that's to save him for later.
Bordley down low. Holds for the very last second while going up to make sure that the ball's not tipped. And his basket is good. 7-4 now. Washington leads by 3 yet again here against Martinsburg early in this first quarter. Ajmandua. Cheek. Gets the pass. Looks down low. Tried to go with the no-look pass for Ajmandua, but it's tipped out of bounds. And it'll stay Martinsburg possession. 2:40 left here in the first. First quarter brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit their website, FordAHagerstown.com. We'll get our other quarter sponsor on the next dead ball. Cheek lobs the inbound pass over top of everybody to Bunny, and then runs over to Bunny to get the ball and run the point. That's Cheek. Cheek, on the right side, picks up his dribble, passes to Thompson, Myers. Myers loses his dribble, goes right to Bordley, back the other way. Bordley misses the layup, though. It's rebounded by Washington, however. And now it's King. King at the top of the key, drives to the left side, goes up with a layup. No good, rebounded by Ajmandua. He'll give it to Cheek. Martinsburg with the 3-on-3. Cheek drives to the right side, no good, but the putback by Ajmandua is, and that makes it 7-6. And now Bordley cherry picking in transition. Nobody got back for the Bulldogs. That makes it 9-6.
I think that was Kyrie Bunny that was supposed to get back. And yeah, you just got to find your man. You can't afford plays like that.
Ajmandua trying to tie us up, and he knocks down the 3 from the top of the arc.
If there's an X factor for both sides, I think it's DJ Bordley for Washington, so they can get some scoring off the bench. And for Martinsburg, it's going to be Awuna and Zion Ajmandua. If they can use that size down low to get those putbacks, score inside. They have a little bit of shooting touch as well. They need something.
Now a steal. Myers goes behind the back, loses his dribble, picks up the ball, gives it to Ajmandua, passes for Bunny. Bunny gives it to Awuna. Awuna drives to right baseline and will be fouled on the floor with 1:02 left in the first. Our other first quarter sponsors, Cody's Auto Body. They're at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family owned, offering superior customer service. Great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. 1:02 left here in the first quarter of this Region 2 co-championship between Washington and Martinsburg. We're knotted up at 9-all. Inbound to Cheek. Cheek thinks about pulling the trigger, instead attacks the basket, goes up strong, and is fouled. Basket no good, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
I'm really intrigued how this lineup fares defensively for Washington. Now that they've sent the big guys to the bench, Gore and Thompson, You've got Proctor and Watkins in at the 4 and the 5. And you can see immediately Keyshawn Cheek drives to the basket because those guys with that extra length aren't there at the rim.
Cheek knocks down the first free throw. That foul was against Keon Proctor, his first, team first. Second free throw knocked down by Cheek as well, and that's his first 2 points of the evening, making it Martinsburg 11 and Washington 9 as Martinsburg sets up the full court press. The inbound goes to King, and he is fouled. They call a reach in against Kyrie Bunny. That's his first, team second of the quarter for the Bulldogs.
If this lineup does become a problem for Washington, that's when you can say that they're missing George Welty, 6'7", 215. He'd usually at least be, if he's not the starting center, he would be playing in these minutes.
Bordley with the ball at the right elbow, gives it to King. Pulls up for 3 from the right side. It's no good, but an offensive rebound as Brown gets it up top. Gives to Bordley, who takes the 3 from the left wing. That too strong. Rebounded by Myers. Cheek to Ajmandua down the floor in stride. Drives in, and he's going to get called with a charge. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. And that is Ajmandua's first foul, team third of the quarter.
Got to dribble with a little more control. That contact is going to come, and the guys are going to try to draw charges on him.
Bordley gets the inbound pass at midcourt, drives the right side, stops at the block, head fakes, gets the man to jump, and is fouled. Misses the shot, but he'll go to the free throw line with 30.3 seconds. It looks like that was against Ajmandua, his second.
Yeah.
Bordley makes the first free throw. Height will check in for the Bulldogs for Zion.
Martinsburg, even though they've used their bench more, they're still not the type of team that can really afford to get into much foul trouble.
Dolman enters as well for Washington. Bordley, free throw up. Second one good as well. He's got 6 points now, leading all scorers, and we're tied up at 11.
You don't see that much. Bordley shoots his free throws from what looks like about a full foot behind the free throw line.
Cheek will now take it down the court slowly for Martinsburg. 20 seconds left here in the first. Cheek holding it right at that circle at midcourt, waiting for the last shot of the quarter. 10 seconds left. Picks things up, gets towards the right wing, drives in. It's hacked, puts up the shot, and it gets stuck between the backboard and the rim on the right side. So the basket won't count. But Cheek will head back to the free throw line with 6.3 seconds here in the first.
Again, he continues to be super aggressive. And you see Washington's already checked Michael Thompson back in, so I don't know if that's a usual rotational move or if they thought they needed at least one of Thompson and Gore out there at a given time.
First free throw no good by Cheek. That foul, by the way, against Washington's Brown as Cheek makes the second free throw, giving Martinsburg a 12-11 lead. Inbound to King, who looks for Thompson. Thompson, before the buzzer, puts up the 2. It's no good. Brown gets the rebound, puts it up as well just before the buzzer, and that misses. So at the end of quarter number 1, it is Martinsburg 12, Washington 11. We'll step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then be back with the second quarter. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
March is National Endometriosis Awareness Month. The gynecologic experts at WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers encourage women to become familiar with the symptoms of endometriosis and speak with a gynecologist regarding any concerns and about treatment that can improve and in some cases completely eliminate symptoms. Endometriosis affects roughly 1 out of 10 women of childbearing age. For more information or to schedule an appointment with a WVU Medicine gynecologist in Martinsburg or Branson, call 304-596-2149.
We are back live here As we head to the second quarter, it is Martinsburg 12, Washington 11. Winner will head to Charleston to be one of the two representatives of Region 2 here in 4A. Martinsburg starts with the ball. Height gives it to Harrison, who's in here in the right corner. Harrison drives in, tries to bounce pass to Aluna, kind of overdid it, but Aluna is able to get it, and then bounce pass out for Cheek. Go around the horn again. Harrison drives in, dumps it for Myers, who kicks it out to Cheek. Wide open left wing three. Off the front of the rim, though, no good. Rebounded by King. King now double team trapped by Myers and Harrison, but he's able to bounce pass it away. Now it's Washington. Bordley goes up, gets it around Aluna and lays it in, and Washington retakes the lead.
Bordley's been great so far. We do have a score update from the other side of the county. Spring Mills 23, Jefferson 10 after one quarter.
Harrison's three, no good. Myers nearly gets the rebound, but it's tipped to Height, and Height down low puts it up and in, giving Martinsburg the lead back at 14-13. Cheek steals the long pass. Dumps it to Myers, who jumps up, puts it off the board, no good. The tip around, Height trying to fight for it. Now King just lobs it, hoping that somebody was going to get it for him, but Myers is able to snag it in front of the scores table. He'll give it to Harrison. Harrison thinks about the three instead of gives it over to Height in the corner. He'll pass to Myers, back to Harrison. Long three from the corner, it's up and good. Harrison with the tray makes it 17-13. Bordley the other way, pulls up from the right elbow in transition. It's no good. Owuna gets the rebound. Now Height running, Cheek. Went with the no-look pass. Gives it to Owuna, and Owuna wasn't ready for it. It goes out of bounds. They say it was deflected by, I believe that might have been Thompson of Washington, so Martinsburg has the ball.
Yeah, he touched it on the way out. And, Martinsburg's bench has stepped up so far. They're the role players in the starting lineup as well.
Cheek back to Height, right corner three again for the Bulldogs, and they sink it. Timeout, Washington, as Martinsburg now leads it by 7 at 20-13. We'll step aside, take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Here, 6:13 in this second quarter. It is Martinsburg now leading Washington 20-13 after back-to-back possessions ending with corner threes, first from Harrison and then by Height. Martinsburg getting that energy going here early on in this second quarter.
This is exactly the kind of game they've needed to win this one. Keyshawn Cheek has 3 points, and that's it. And they're up by 7.
And all coming from the free throw line for him. Gore in the backcourt. Bounce passes through traffic to Dolman. Dolman will slow things down for Washington now as he tries to go past Height on the right side. Puts up the layup. It's no good, but he's fouled with 5:57 left here in the second quarter. That'll send Dolman to the free throw line. It's that foul against Height, his first, team first for Martinsburg of the quarter.
We saw Martinsburg didn't really break out the full court pressure much in the first quarter, and they've gone to it in the second, and it's thrown Washington for a loop a little bit.
First free throw by Dolman is good. Makes it 20-14. Dolman, second free throw up, and that one good as well, making it 20-15. Cheek gets the inbound pass, gives it to Height. Height looks back, passes for Owuna, and they swing it around for Myers. Myers starts his dribble, comes over to the left side, drives in, kicking it out to Height in the left corner. He puts up another three, and he'll knock it down again. Height with 8 points now, and it's 23-15, Martinsburg up by 8. Brown to King. Down low for Thompson. Back to Brown at the right block. And they'll kiss it off the glass and in. First 2 points for him, making it 23-17.
Washington needed a response like that because right now, the second quarter, this is the recipe for how Martinsburg wins this game.
Myers. Down low for Awuna. Awuna out for Harrison at the top of the arc. I'll drive the right side, giving it to Myers. Myers, long 2. Rims out. Deflected out of bounds. They say last off Thompson. Martinsburg keeps possession with 5 minutes left here before halftime. Cheek to inbound for the Bulldogs. Lobs it up for Awuna. Awuna looks behind now. His back was facing away from the basket. Gives it to Cheek at the elbow. He'll drive the left side. Layup, though, goes around the rim and falls out. Rebounded by Washington. King takes it down the floor. Goes to the left side. Picked up by Awuna is King. Still dribbling, trying to find somebody. Pass to Dolman. Dolman now. It's double team, so we'll give it to King, who finds Gore. Gore takes the 3, and that rattles out. Rebounded by Height. He'll lob it down to Myers in transition. Myers pump fakes, puts up the shot from the left block. And that's off the glass and in. His first 2 points, and now it's 25-17. Martinsburg leads Washington. King throws it just past Gore. He wasn't ready for it. It goes out into the Martinsburg student section. And the turnover gives the ball to the Bulldogs with 4:08 left in the second.
And we see Bordley check back in. He's kind of been the steadying force for them. And I think right now the defense is more the problem. Now, Martinsburg is making tough shots, though. I will give them that. It's not just all defensive breakdowns or anything.
Thompson with the basketball for Martinsburg. Will pass to Cheek. Cheek for Bunny now at the left wing. Bunny tries to give it to Myers. Myers bobbles it, gets it, passes to Awuna, who can't handle it, so he tips it out to Cheek. Cheek with it at the top of the arc, trying to motion the offense around. They reset. Cheek gets a screen from Awuna, puts up a 3, falls down, no foul. It's rebounded by Washington. Bordley down to Brown. Brown stutters, no travel called. He'll pass to Bordley. Bordley gives it to King at the right wing. King starts his dribble, falls to the floor, is trapped, can't find anything, loses it, will go out of bounds off King. Martinsburg gets the ball. That is great defense by the Bulldogs.
Kevin Myers has been pretty much everywhere on defense. He's really athletic. For him, just as a freshman, to get the minutes that he does is impressive.
Myers to Bunny. 3 ball, no good. Too strong off the back of the rim, rebounded by Washington. King, cross midcourt, dribbles off his foot. It's stolen by Awuna. Awuna crosses over King. Layup, good, counted in the foul. 2:53 left in the second quarter, and the Bulldogs now are up by 10.
This is the potential that we know this Martinsburg team to have. They just had gone through large portions of the season, big stretches where they couldn't seem to get the offense going outside of Keyshawn Cheek. And a lot of that, I think, is because they weren't getting as many turnovers, pushing the transition offense quite as much. And you see what can happen when they do.
Awuna makes the free throw, making it now Martinsburg 28, Washington 17, as that foul was against King, his first, team first of the quarter for the Patriots. Martinsburg has the full court press on as the inbound to King. Harrison nearly gets the steal off of King's pass back to the inboundman, that being Proctor, but it goes out of bounds. So Washington will have another baseline inbound.
Yeah,
give it to King.
They're flying around on defense. They look super motivated.
King, coast to coast, finds Proctor, and Proctor lays the shoulder into Thompson, and the offensive foul is called with 2:43 left in the second quarter. That's Proctor's second, team second of the quarter, and Martinsburg has all the momentum right now.
Yeah, Washington heads, you can't say their heads are down yet, but you can see the energy is on the Bulldog side.
Cheek had it at the right elbow, wanted to dump it back for Bunny, then decided at the last second to try to drive in, and he gets called with the travel. Bordley off the inbound. It's past Thompson. Throws it now to Dolman in front of the Martinsburg bench. Back to Bordley. He drives right side. Euro step. Layup up and good by Bordley. He's got 10 points now in this first half. That stops the bleeding for a moment at 28-19.
And Bordley was the leading scorer for them last time these teams played here when Dolman was out. He might have to do it again.
Cheek out for Harrison in the right corner. Harrison drives into the paint. Turns around, bounce passes down low for Awuna. Awuna fights, puts up the shot. That bounces off the rim a few times and will fall through for Awuna, who's got 9 now. It's 30-19, Martinsburg back up by 11. Under 2 minutes left before halftime. Proctor in the backcourt. Takes it across. Proctor driving the left side, kicking it out now behind him for King at the wing. King puts up a floater on the baseline. The runner no good. Tipped around down low. Awuna gets it, but King steals it. Gives it to Gore, who was open in the paint, and his basket's good. 30-21 now. Martinsburg's lead cut back to 9. Bunny slowing it down. This is our second quarter, brought to you by Brown Funeral Home and Cremation, Robert Fields & Sons, family-owned full-service funeral home, proudly serving the area since 1880. As well as Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons. Martinsburg takes the timeout. 1:19 left in the second. Martinsburg 30. Washington 21's our score. Take a 30-second break and then be back with more West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We are back here live. Out of the timeout, Martinsburg inbounds into the backcourt for Cheek. We'll dribble it across. Cheek sends a long pass to Adjumandua at the left wing. Adjumandua back to Cheek now at the top of the key. Give it to Awuna. Awuna for height. Gets the screen by Cheek. Gives it back to Awuna at the right wing. Dumped down low, but it's swatted right back out to Awuna. Gives it to Height. They wanted to go for Bunny down low, but Washington's defense was ready. Bunny now with it, puts up a floater at the free throw line, and that's good. That's his first 2 points of the evening, making it 32-21.
You've got to love to see that if you're Coach Rogers. Bunny has been really the one that it's felt like he's struggled the most in this season during their slow stretches.
Dolman loses it, ball on the ground. Cheek sends it to Awuna, 2v1 the other way. Bunny lobs it up for Awuna, but it's tipped at the last second. Thompson made sure the alley-oop was denied. Now Bordley the other way. Layup is good. 32-23. 20 seconds left. Cheek with it. 15 here in the second quarter. He'll slow it down yet again. The last possession of the half, trying to be the Bulldogs. Cheek, right side. Lays into his defender, who goes down and draws the offensive foul as King gets Cheek to pick up his first with 4.8 seconds left in the second quarter.
Keyshawn gets physical on his drives like that, and he does tend to put that forearm out, and even if the force of it didn't really knock him over, you can sell it a little bit, fall to the floor, and you'll get the call oftentimes if he's extending that arm out.
4.8 seconds left in the second. Washington inbounds to King. King bringing it across. Pass deflected by Bunny to Awuna. Myers now with it, and that is the end of quarter number 2. Both teams will head in the locker room at the half. It is Martinsburg leading Washington 32-23. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute break, and then be back with our halftime show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. home on the job, or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
WVU Medicine introduces 8 new providers who've joined University Health Associates East and our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center and Jefferson Medical Center. Dr. Sharu Chin, Neurology, PA Erica Fitzsimmons, Urgent Care, Dr. Mehmet Kutlu, Hospitalist, Dr. Catherine McQueen, Endocrinology, PA Joseph Mills, Emergency Medicine, Dr. Alyssa Pham, Urgent Care, Dr. Jennifer Robertson, Emergency Medicine, and Dr. Moy Saeed, Pain Management. Welcome to WVU Medicine.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
Welcome back inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Our halftime show is brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to WVJusticeLawyers.com. At the half, it is Martinsburg leading Washington 32-23 here in the 4A Region 2 Co-Championship. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Dylan Bishop. John Alderton's our on-site producer. Tyler High and Alec Epperson are our camera crew for this evening. And back at the studio is Nick Berzolini. Dylan, quickly, first half thoughts.
I think Martinsburg, this has been the exact formula for them to win a game like this. They've been getting the offensive contributions from their role players. They've been playing good defense that has put pressure on Washington, calls turnovers, let them get out in transition, and score points that way as well. But Garrett Haidt has hit some outside shots. They've gotten the guys off the bench that don't normally score a whole lot, putting the ball in the basket as well. They're only up by 9, but that's close to is about as good as you could hope for from Martinsburg in that first half. Washington's got to find a way to cut down on the turnovers and get past this Martinsburg defense on the other end, and prevent Martinsburg from getting these offensive rebounds.
Let's step aside, take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll have our first half stats here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
It's your wellness update with Floor Pools. Today, correspondent Robbie the Duck investigates new ways to manage stress. Let's go live to Finland. Well, our fine feathered journalist has discovered something truly relaxing. Saunas. Yes, saunas have been an integral part of life in Finland for over 2,000 years. Saunas help you find peace, reduce stress, improve circulation, and even detoxify your body. Go on, Rob. Now bring this Finnish tradition to your home. Floor Pools has the perfect sauna for you. From compact models to luxurious retreats, choose from traditional, infrared, or hybrid models. Specially priced starting as low as $73 a month at Floor Pools in Chambersburg, Hagerstown, and Martinsburg. Floor Pools' intrepid, web-footed field reporter will bring you future sauna updates right here on the All Quackness channel. Until then, remember, relaxation is just a sauna away.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Our score at the half, Martinsburg 32, Washington 23. Let's now get our first half stats, which are brought to you by Floor Pools. Make every day better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Floor Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown. For Washington so far with 12 points, it's DJ Boardley leading the way, followed by Chet Gore with 4 points. Josiah King has 3 points, and then Chris Dolman has 2. Alongside him is Avery Brown with 2 points as well, to total up to 23 for the Patriots. For Martinsburg, leading scorer so far with 9 points is Anthony Awuna, followed by Garrett Height with 8 points. Zion Ajamandua has 5 points. Keyshawn Cheek as well as Braden Harrison have 3 points. And then Kyrie Bunny and Kevin Myers have 2 points each. That's your first half stats. We'll step aside, take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll have the second half for you here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
10, about a minute left on the halftime clock, which means we have some time to tell you about our March Madness Bracket Challenge. March Madness a week away from beginning. You got conference tournaments going on right now. The Mountaineers take on Colorado tomorrow at 3 p.m., which you can hear on Talk Radio WRNR, by the way. But Sports Mix, that's myself alongside Nick Verzolini and Dylan Bishop, are hosting a bracket challenge. And that can be found on the ESPN Tournament Challenge app or ESPN.com/bracket. Entry is absolutely free. All you got to do, enter, fill out your bracket, and once we begin, the top 4 finishers will each receive a $25 gift card to Mother Shucker's Crab Shack. And I know hearing that, John Alderton's ears definitely perked up. Hopefully a few others tuned in out there had their ears perked up for that as well. Overall champion not only receives that gift card, they also will get nice trophy from Trophies Plus that says that you are the winner of the Sports Mix Bracket Challenge 2025. You got a winner yet in your mind for March, Dylan? You got somebody that you are like, no matter what, I'm picking that team to win it all, or not yet?
I unfortunately am going to be rolling with the Duke Blue Devils.
I feel the same way as of right now. We'll see if my mind has changed, but
I don't like it either, Colin.
Yeah.
You know, just
all my life I've been told not to pick Duke, but
Cooper, I just can't pick against Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
You know?
Here we go. Begin quarter number 3. Washington begins with possession. It's Bordley with the ball. Dribbling back and forth at the left wing. Drives to the left side now. Kicking it out behind him to Thompson, but the pass is deflected. It goes out of bounds. Last off Thompson. Coach Miller thought it went out off of Wuna, but it'll be Martinsburg ball. Cheek with it now for Martinsburg. Its first possession of the second half. A pass to Height. Gives it up for Bunny. Bunny at the left wing. Give to Ajmandua as they swing it around to the right side. Dumping it down low is Aluna for Bunny. Bunny pump fakes. Send a short pass out now to Cheek to reset the offense. It is 32-23. Martinsburg leads Washington. Bunny. Cheek for Height. Height down low. Rajamandua. Zion trying to post up. Spins around. Shot no good. Ball tipped. Awuna, though, gets it in the left corner for the offensive rebound. Bunny gets the pass from Awuna. Loses his dribble, but it falls right into the hands of Anthony Awuna, who lays it up and in at the left block, making it 34-23.
Awuna's been great.
Three-pointer. No good for Washington, as that was Dolman, but it's rebounded by Bordley, and he'll lay it up and in, and is fouled, so he'll go to the line for the end one opportunity.
Awuna's been great. DJ Bordley's been even better. Yeah, I don't know if it's just the matchup for him, but he seems to thrive against the Bulldogs. He's given the space to operate.
That's Zion Ajamandua's third foul, team first of the quarter for Martinsburg. Free throw up and good by Bordley. He's got 15 points now, making it 34-26. Cheek with the rock. Motioning the offense out to the perimeter. Giving it to Bunny at the wing. Bunny sees Awuna, passes it to him just to the right of the top of the key. He'll give it to Height at the wing on the left side. Passes just to the left of him for Cheek. He'll drive to the elbow, spin around, push the paint. Shot up, no good, but he's fouled. Keyshawn Cheek will head back to the free throw line, where all of his points have come so far today, and that is only 3 points, which is not usual for Keyshawn Cheek. He's a player that averages 20-plus per game.
Yeah, when Martinsburg is anywhere in the area of 20, 30-plus points, and you say Keyshawn Cheek's only got 3 of them, the game's probably going well for them. There's always a chance that it's not, but as he makes the first one, the free throws have been a little bit of a struggle for him, but today, so far, he's been making a lot of them. Not that one, though.
Yep, he is now 4-6. 35-26 is the score now. It's Proctor to Thompson across midcourt. Dolman now with it at midcourt. Brings it across the volleyball line, that is, to the right side. Dolman crosses up, passes to Thompson, gives it down low to Proctor. Proctor falls to the ground. Whistle, and he gets called with a walk. He wanted a foul against Awuna, but Awuna kind of just took a step back as Proctor was trying to put his weight on him to post up, and Proctor went down.
Yeah, he just kind of tripped, slipped, fell over himself.
So Cheek with it off the Washington turnover for the Bulldogs as Bunny passes the Height now. Height for Ajmandua. Gives it to Awuna. 5 seniors, the 5 starters on the floor for the Bulldogs. Awuna passes to Cheek. Cheek, triple team, kicks it out to Bunny in the left corner. Drive to the elbow, put up a 2. Around the rim and falls out. Rebounded by Thompson for Washington. He gets trapped, but is able to bounce pass out for King. King still in the backcourt trying to bring it across. Throws a pass across to Dolman. Dolman kicking it out Thompson thinks about the three instead, decides to give it to King. King, the right corner, step back, picks up his dribble, passes to Boardley. Boardley crossing over Bunny, drives the paint. Shot rejected by Awuna. Cheek now the other way, going coast to coast. Left side, layup off the rim, no good, but the tip in by Ajmandua is good. 37-26 now. Martinsburg leads Washington. Dolman dribbles it across, kicking it out. King, three, no good. Doesn't look like it mattered, though, as off the pass, we have a player control foul called against Washington. 4:32 left in the third. And that is Thompson called with a foul. Or, excuse me, no. It was Dolman.
He got called for the charge. Washington's going to pick up the pressure.
Awuna with the ball. Passing it out for Ajmandua. He'll drive. Kicking it back out for Awuna. Dribbles it around the perimeter. Gives it to Myers, who drives the left baseline. Has the layup wide open, but he leaves it short. However, he gets a steal now. Gives it to Awuna. Awuna lays it off the glass and in. Myers makes up for it by getting the assist, and it's now 39-26 Martinsburg.
Defense and offense, even after a miss.
Boardley gets the lob pass across, kicking it out to Dolman, who takes the open three. And he airballs it. Thompson saves it from going out of bounds, though. Great job getting it to Watkins. Gives it to Boardley. Boardley, left wing, steps back towards the scorer's table to reset. Pulls up for a long three. That's off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Cheek. Cheek across the court. Gives it to Awuna. Awuna drives in. Out for Bunny now at the left wing with the pass. An L dribble to the midcourt logo. They're on the point. Pass to the right. It's caught by Myers. Myers doesn't dribble. Instead passes to Ajmandua, who immediately gives it to Awuna. Will find Cheek. Cheek pump fakes. Drives to the elbow. Kicks it out for Bunny. Right wing three. Rattles in and out at the last second. No good is the shot. Rebounded by Boardley. Gives it to Dolman. Dolman running. Gives it to King. Boardley. NBA range three. No good, but another offensive rebound for Watkins. He'll kick it out to King at the left wing. Desai King guarded very closely by Myers. He gets Myers to fall down, goes up with a shot. It's no good, but Myers came back up and gets called with a foul. 2:42 left in the third. It's Martinsburg 39, Washington 26, and King to the line to shoot two. Third quarter brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution, located at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard, Suite 301. Call 304-263-3361 as King sinks the first of the two free throws. Other third quarter sponsors, CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. They're proud to be the owners who just care more.
I thought King had a strong start to the game. The three-pointer that he made early on. He's been pretty quiet since then.
Yeah, it was his only basket, other than now these two free throws to make it 39-28. Ajmandua drives to right side, shot up, no good, but he's fouled by Watkins. So Zion Ajmandua send himself to the free throw line, as that's first foul against Watkins. Team second of the quarter for Washington.
You got to give a lot of credit to the Martinsburg defense. They've really locked in tonight. Like, it just flying to the ball. Like, there hasn't been a lot of weak spots in it.
Free throw knocked down by Ajmandua.
That's really been their identity. They've been a good defensive team, 1 through 5, and the guys off the bench play good defense as well. It's just that the offense hasn't always been there. They've certainly gotten enough of it tonight.
Second free throw is up. And that's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Thompson. Thompson gives it to Watkins, but he overthrew Watkins. He can't chase it down. They had the transition in numbers, but it's thrown away, and we'll get a timeout by Coach Ryan Miller of the Patriots with 2:28 left here in the third. We'll take that timeout with them, a 30-second break, and then be back with more high school boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg and TV10.
Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, hope to see you at the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show on March 29th and 30th in the Martinsburg Roundhouse to learn about what they provide whenever a loved one has passed away. Their booth number is FS53, which is located just outside the silent auction. Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations is the trusted name in funeral services in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown Ranson. They're proudly serving the area since 1880 and are proud to be a part of the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show.
We're back here inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Good crowd on hand for right now a 12-point Martinsburg lead against Washington. Winner heads to the state tournament. Thompson for Martinsburg will inbound out of the Washington timeout. Pass right in front of him in the backcourt to Keyshawn Cheek. Cheek lobs the pass across midcourt. It's caught by Owuna. Owuna, standing in between the three-point line and the volleyball line, decides to start his dribble before handing it off to Myers. Myers dribbles to the elbow on the left side, then down low. Bounce pass to kick it out behind him for Thompson. Thompson dribbles it around, kicks it out for Ajimandua. He'll drive in, losing it after it was stripped out of his hands by Watkins. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be baseline inbound for the Bulldogs with 1:58 left here in the third.
Starting to run into a problem where Washington needs to start getting really aggressive on defense, but it can lead to being overly aggressive and for Martinsburg to get easy points.
Inbound pass lobbed into Ajimandua. It was tipped, though, by Thompson, but Ajimandua still able to get it off the deflection. Cheek now with it running the point for Martinsburg. Cheek trying to go ISO, motioning everybody away. He attacks the basket, goes up, and gets the layup to fall on the left side. Wow. 42-28 now. If Cheek gets going for Martinsburg, this thing feels like it's going to be over quickly.
Right.
King trying to respond. Right wing three, too strong, no good. Rebounded, though, offensively by Brown down low. His putback no good. Gets his own board. Puts it back up again. It's no good. Rebounded by Ajimandua. Kicks it out to Myers. Myers drives in. Gives it out. Thompson, left wing three off the front of the rim, no good, but Brown loses it, and he steps on the baseline while trying to save it. So the error gives the ball back to Martinsburg.
It just feels like the story of Washington's night. Anytime they got some sort of something going, a bucket, a stop, something like that happens. A turnover in some way, shape, or form.
Inbound to Thompson, who takes the three off the inbound from the left corner. Shot no good. King in the backcourt, guarded by Owuna. Sends a pass across in front of the scores table. It's caught by Watkins. Watkins gets trapped. That'll force Coach Miller to take another timeout. 54 seconds left in the third. We'll step aside, take another 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
We welcome you back. It is still Martinsburg 42, Washington 28. Washington has taken another timeout. They should have 2 timeouts remaining. 54 seconds left in quarter number 3 of this 4A Region 2 co-championship game. For Martinsburg, if they hang on, I'll head back to states for the first time since 2021. If Washington comes back, it'll be its second trip to states in program history. The last and only time coming back when they were 25-1 in 2014. Dolman with it in the left corner, drives the baseline. His pass goes through the hands of Thompson, nearly stolen by Cheek, but King able to snag it. They give it back to Thompson. Thompson finds King, puts up a floater, and that bounces off the rim a few times before falling through for King. It's now 42-30. As Cheek brings it across very quickly and then tries to stop himself and nearly stumbles, but is able to gather, give it to Ajmandua, who will give it right back to Cheek. 15 seconds here in the third. Martinsburg trying to hold on for the final possession of the quarter once again. Cheek out for Ajmandua. Drives, puts up a shot in the paint. Rolls around, no good. Cheek gives it to Myers. Myers down low for Awuna. Turnaround shot, no good. Awuna gets it back, but he can't put the shot up in time before the horn sounds. That is how quarter number 3 will conclude. 42-30 is our score. We'll step aside and take a 1-minute break and return with the final quarter of regulation here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
We welcome you back here as we head to the fourth quarter here at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. It is Martinsburg leading Washington 42-30. Quick score update for you in the other co-championship game here in Region 2. Spring Mills 61, Jefferson 35. So it looks like Spring Mills should take care of business as expected to head to Charleston once again. Martinsburg begins with possession here in quarter number 4. Cheek sends it to Ajmandua. Pass for Height. Height at the top of the key. Nearly has his pocket picked by Boardley, but he's able to regather. Give it to Ajmandua. He'll drive to the right side. Turnaround jumper. Around the rim and out. Rebounded by Boardley. Will bounce pass over to the right. It's caught by Dolman, who sends a long pass into the left corner. King catches it. Sends it back to the top of the key for Dolman, who nearly loses it. And go back to King. Now to the top of the key. Three-pointer rattles through by Avery Brown. And that cuts the lead back into single digits at 42-33.
Brown can really shoot the ball. We haven't really seen him get many opportunities tonight.
Height, long two. No good off the side of the rim.
This game's not anywhere close to out of reach yet.
King for Boardley, who takes the three. And it's good. He's got 18. Washington has life. It's 42-36. Timeout, Martinsburg with 6:55 here in the fourth. We'll step aside and take a 30-second break and then be back with more of the fourth quarter here on WRNR Martinsburg and TV10.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department.
We welcome you back. 1:05 into the quarter, and Washington's already cut the lead in half. Avery Brown and DJ Boardley with back-to-back threes for the Patriots made it 42-36. Bunny in the backcourt sends it across. Cheek bring it across midcourt with a pass to Awuna, back to Cheek. Cheek dribbles left, attacks the basket, tries to go with the Euro step, but holding it down is Proctor. Jump ball possession arrow gives it to the Patriots.
Yeah, Proctor wanted to just run with it out in transition. That's the right call.
Martinsburg sets up the full court press. Washington gives it to Boardley. He wanted to give it right back to Proctor, but it goes behind him, and King was ready for it to back him up. Bounce pass to Proctor. Proctor to Dolman. Dolman attacks the left side. Layup rejected out of bounds by Ajamandua.
That's what Ajamandua and Awuna in particular bring, is you can feel like you're going to have an open layup, and here they come out of nowhere. That long wingspan and explosiveness.
King trying to inbound. Does so right in front of the bench by Avery Brown. And they say he stepped out of bounds. It was a late call.
I think
Washington's bench can't believe it.
I think as Brown stuck his foot backwards to try to push forward and start his drive, that must have been where it happened.
The turnover gives the ball to the Bulldogs. Cheek passes it across midcourt by a few feet for Bunny. Bunny is going to get fouled at the right wing as he was trying to cross King. King gets called with a reach-in. That's his second, team first of the quarter. Bunny inbounds for Cheek. Cheek in front of the scores table, starts his dribble. Before passing it to Bunny, we'll give it to Myers. Myers on the right side, drives in, stops, kicking it out for Bunny. Bunny at the right wing, has it stolen by Bordley. Goes through his legs for Dolman. They have numbers. Brown, another three, short from the right corner. Offensive rebound by King. He gives it to Proctor. Out for King. Now over to the right corner. They give it to Dolman. Out for King. Right corner three, too strong. Bunny with the rebound for the Bulldogs. And it's Cheek with the ball now. Cheek to Awuna. Out for Bunny. King face guarding Cheek, trying to make it very difficult for Martinsburg to make the offense go through him. They give it to Myers. Myers drives the right baseline, lay it off the glass and in, making it 44-36. Dolman sends it across midcourt to King. King puts up a pass down low, caught by Brown. His shot no good, but he's fouled. That'll send Avery Brown to the charity stripe for two. 5:06 remaining here in the fourth. It's Martinsburg 44, Washington 36 in this Region 2 co-championship game.
And credit to Washington. They did not just go out on a lull after that third quarter. It looked like Martinsburg was dominating. They came out, fired up, fourth quarter. They've cut into the lead.
First free throw was good by Brown. Second one no good, so it's 44-37. Martinsburg grabs the rebound as Cheek now brings it across. Guarded by King. Looks behind him, passes for Bunny. Bunny drives in. Layup around the rim and in for Kyrie, making it 46-37.
Martinsburg's just playing too good of offense for them to cut all the way back into this.
Dolman goes coast to coast. Now will dribble out after going down on the left side. He attacks once again, kicking it out to Brown. Right corner three. Good yet again by Brown. 46-40. A lead back to 6 for Martinsburg. Bunny dribbles left. Goes through his legs. Passes to Cheek. Cheek down low. Awuna in midair. Shot no good. Grabs it again in midair. Once he jumped once again. The putback no good. But he's fouled. So that'll send Awuna to the free throw line with 4:13 left here in the fourth.
Awuna does that a lot. 2 times in a row is a new one for me.
First free throw, good by Awuna. He's got 14 total now, making it 47-40. That foul was against Proctor of Washington, his third, team second of the quarter. Bunny will check out. Looks like Zion Stanley checks in. So it's Stanley, Myers, Awuna, Cheek, Ajmandua for the Bulldogs. Awuna, second free throw, rattles, in and out. Rebounded by Dolman. Dolman hands it to King. King gets a screen by Proctor. The pass for Bordley, and Bordley gets fouled by Awuna. 4:03 left in the fourth. Fourth quarter brought to you by Skinner Accident Injury Lawyers, representing accident injury claims for over 50 years. Visit them online at skinnerwins.com. Get our other second quarter sponsor during the next dead ball as the ball inbounded to King in the backcourt. That was Awuna's first, team second for Martinsburg. Dolman down low for Boardley. Shot up. It's good. And the foul. 20 points for Boardley now. And he has another and one opportunity. Fourth quarter sponsor. It's Panhandle Dumpsters. Sign up with Panhandle today at panhandledumpsters.com and use the promo code TV10 to get your first month free. That foul was against Myers. Boardley makes the free throw, giving him 21. Score now 47-43. Cheek with the ball. Dribbles to his right. Gives it to Stanley. Stanley can't gather it. Finally does so. Will send a pass to Ajmandua. Cheek. It's a little shove. No call. Drives to left side. Tries to go down low to Awuna. It goes off the chest of Awuna to Ajmandua. The ball then is tipped out of bounds. And they say it was out off Martinsburg.
They get Bunny and Height back in, so...
No, they say it was out off Washington. The official, to me, it looked like pointed Patriot ball. But now Cheeks lining up for the inbound.
Yeah, I think they say that, Washington touched it last.
So Bunny gets the inbound. We'll dribble out towards midcourt and now attack the right side. Go up with the layup, and it falls through at the last second for Bunny. 49-43 now. 3:10 left in the fourth. Dolman. Behind the head pass to Boardley, who drives to left baseline, puts up a shot. It's no good. The board grabbed by Ajmandua. He'll get past the Cheek, and Dolman's going to give a big hug to Cheek to kind of just stop play for a second. A little bit of a frustration foul as he gets subbed now for Watkins. That is the third team foul for Washington, so Martinsburg 2 away from the bonus, which you might have to keep in mind here in the final 2:57 of regulation.
Yep. Well, we'll come down to free throws here before too long.
It's 43, Martinsburg leads Washington by 6. Ajmandua gets the pass from Awuna. Gives it to Height, down low for Awuna, and he's wide open. He's got 16 now. 51-43.
Washington has just not had an answer for these cutters.
Brown with a 3, way off, but Watkins gets it, kicking it out for Boardley. His 3 from the left wing, no good. Rebounded by Ajmandua, and he's fouled underneath the defensive basket with 2:22 left here in the fourth. It's the fourth team foul against Washington. That is the second foul against Brown. Cheek bringing it across. 8-point lead for Martinsburg. Bounce pass to Bunny. Gives it to Awuna. Awuna into the corner on the left side for Bunny. Bunny gives it to Cheek at the wing. Gets a screen, goes to the free throw line. Now goes behind the back to Bunny. Bunny still at that left wing. Drives into the paint. Layup is good again by Kyrie Bunny. 53-43, the lead out to 10 once again for Martinsburg. So they're trying to pull away from Washington here to head to Charleston. Brown throws it away. Wanted Boardley, but too much on the pass. It goes into the wall. 1:44 left now in the fourth. 53-43. Sorry, Dylan, quickly.
Kyrie Bunny stepping up when they've needed him the most. He struggled throughout the second half of the year. Coming up big here.
Bunny is double teamed, passing it to Cheek. Cheek at the left wing. Keeps it himself. Let's see if Washington starts playing the foul game at some point or not. 1:25 left on the clock. Cheek. Cross for Bunny to Ajmandua. Back out to Cheek.
I think he fouled now.
Watkins fouls Cheek with 1:16 left here in the fourth. That'll send Keyshawn Cheek to the free throw line, as that is the fifth foul of the quarter against Washington, and the second against Watkins. Cheek, first free throw up, and that's good. 54-43, Martinsburg leads Washington now.
Washington has put up a good fight in the fourth, but it might be too little too late.
Second free throw, no good, but Height gets the offensive rebound for the Bulldogs. I'll give it back to Cheek. Cheek loses his dribble, though. Ball's on the floor. Watkins gets it to King. King, left side layup. No good. Rebounded by Edgemond Dua, but he loses it. King gets it back in the left wing, kicking it out. Proctor to Watkins. 3, too strong. Rebounded by Awuna, and he's immediately wrapped up from behind by Brown. 53.7 seconds left here in the fourth. And both teams slowly make their way back down to the opposite side of the floor for free throws for Anthony Awuna, who's had a fantastic game tonight for Martinsburg. 16 points so far for the big man.
He's been awesome.
Make it 17.
He's made a vast majority of the shots that he has taken. He's played great defense. And really, it's been the Martinsburg defense overall. I mean, 55 points isn't a ton. It's easy to score more than that.
Make it 18 as he knocks down the second. I would not be surprised if this is Awuna's season high as Height with the steal. Gives it to Bunny. Bunny, 1v1 with Proctor. And he gets past Proctor and lays it up and in. He's got 10 now. It's 58-43. 35 seconds left in the ball game. Martinsburg will head back to the state tournament for the first time since 2021 as Bordley, right corner 3, no good. Offensive rebound. Proctor shot no good. Height gets it, and he's fouled with 24.2 seconds left.
That was another block by Awuna on that shot from Brown.
And my apologies for calling him Proctor, but that is Brown. You're correct, Dylan. Did they say no foul? Guess not. Maybe somebody was out of bounds because there was an inbound pass instead of free throws. Height to Edgemond Dua. Martinsburg, it looks like, will get to just dribble out the rest of the clock. Washington's going to back off as Bunny holding it at midcourt. And your final score in this one, Martinsburg 58, Washington 43. And the Bulldogs get the win at the Fieldhouse and are headed back to Charleston. We'll see later on this evening how the seeding goes and who they will face down at States. But what a game here tonight as they defeat Washington 58-43. Step aside, take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with our post-game show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day. by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
We welcome you back here to Martinsburg High School. Tonight's final score, Martinsburg 58, Washington 43, as Martinsburg begins cutting down the nets. They are headed to the state tournament for the first time since 2021. They take care of business tonight against the Patriots. Our post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, with a full lunch and dinner menu and daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Martinsburg led every quarter. It was 12-11 after 1, 32-23 after 2, 42-30 after 3, and then they finish it off 58-43. Dylan, your thoughts here on tonight's ball game?
I thought that, as well as Martinsburg's played on offense, it was definitely great for them that they got the scoring production from the supporting cast, and Washington kind of did their best to prevent Keyshawn Cheek from getting going. But to me, this is a defensive masterclass, because looking back at the previous games that they played, if Martinsburg had scored 58 points in either the first two games against Washington, one, they would have either gone to overtime again, because it was 58-58 at the end of regulation in that one, and then obviously Washington scored more. And then if they scored 58 in that second game, they would have lost by 8. So tonight they give up only 43 points. Washington just couldn't get things going on that side of the floor. The full court pressure caused a lot of turnovers, and the fact that Martinsburg didn't need a big game out of Keyshawn Cheek, that's dangerous. They can be a dangerous team if this version of Martinsburg shows up in the state tournament. They can make some noise.
And we also know, even though you probably already did know just by how the season's gone, who will be also representing Region 2, but there has been a final score across the county. Spring Mills defeats Jefferson 79-52. So it will be Spring Mills and Martinsburg out of Region 2 heading to the state tournament. Let's now get our post-game stats, which are brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. First, for the Washington Patriots, it was Boardley finishing with 21 points, followed by Brown with 9. King had 7. Gore had 4. And Dolman had 2. That's your final scoring for them. Now for Martinsburg, it was Awuna with 18 points, 9 in each half, followed by Kyrie Bunny with 10 points. Diane Ajamandua and Garrett Height both had 8 points. Cheek had 7, Myers had 4, and Harrison had 3 points. So that is your post-game stats as Martinsburg continues to cut down the net, as even team manager Dawson Harris getting in on the action. So we'll try to keep things here as long as possible for that, so those tuned in can watch the rest of the net be cut down. And while we do that, we'll get our player of the game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. And I think tonight it's a pretty easy one.
Right, and it's not Keyshawn Cheek for once. Anthony Awuna, 18 points, 9 in each half, and he was great on the defensive end as well, just getting offensive rebounds, putbacks, cutting to the basket, and even getting out in transition, scoring some layups there. Just all-around great game for him.
Martinsburg making sure everybody's got a piece of that net. Coach Basie getting to cut down a piece as well. Coach Chalice heading up the ladder too. So while we wait for that, looks like it might be the end actually. So we'll wrap things up then, I guess. For Nick Verzolini back at the studio alongside our camera crew and Alec Epperson and Kyler High. John Alderton, our on-site producer. Dylan Bishop, my color commentator. I'm Colin McLaughlin, signing off for tonight's conclusion of the high school basketball season for us broadcasting-wise. Unfortunately, we do not, of course, get to go cover any games down at the state tournament. But for those interested in baseball and softball, that is coming up here in a week. We'll post our baseball, softball broadcast schedule tomorrow on our social media and also talk a little bit about it maybe on the Sports Mix as well. But again, tonight's final score, Martinsburg 58, Washington 43. This has been West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 as the Bulldogs head back to Charleston for the state tournament. Have a great rest of your evening.
You have choices when it comes to appliance repair, but before you call a large corporate chain, consider what BW Appliance brings to the table. BW Appliance Repair offers fast in-home appliance repair services to the eastern panhandle of West Virginia, including Jefferson County and Berkeley County. We strive for professionalism, dedication, and honesty. Call us today at 304-279-8858 to schedule immediate service. You can also visit us online at bwappliance.com.
Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results is proud to be a gold-level sponsor for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state, then come and visit us at our booth, which spans from number 35 to 36 inside the Martinsburg Roundhouse, just to the left of the west entrance. This year's home show will take place on Saturday, March 29th and Sunday, March 30th. We hope to see you at the Roundhouse for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Cody's Auto Body, the Palace Lounge, CMA Honda, the Berkeley County Health Department, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, CMA Chrysler Dodge, WVU East, the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, RAI Properties, Parsons Ford, Rocks, Gary Kelly Allstate, and Panhandle Dumpsters.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.